Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to do the chunky rib stitch hat. For this, of course, you'll need scissors and your loom hook, and I'm using the 48 peg 1/2 inch gauge adult hat loom from Cindy Woodcrafts. Now to start this, we are going to start with a chain cast on. If you do not know how to do a chain cast on, there is a video link in the description below, but you'll do a chain cast on all the way around first. Now to do the brim of this hat, we are using a single rib stitch. That's E-wrap 1, purl 1, and we're going to do 8 rows of that, which I'll give you a little. Okay, so it'd be E-wrap, purl, E-wrap, purl, all the way around. Now if your loom has an odd number of pegs to where you end up with 2 E-wraps or 2 purls at the end, that's perfectly fine. Something that small really isn't going to be noticeable when the whole hat is completed. So do your E-wrap 1, purl 1 all the way around and do 8 rows of that. Alright, I jumped ahead a bit, but when you're done with your 8 rows of brim, it's just a single rib stitch for 8 rows, then you'll get into the chunky rib stitch. I've already got some of it started, but you're going to do 30 rows of chunky rib stitch. And what the chunky rib stitch is you purl 2, E-wrap 4, purl 2, E-wrap 4, purl 2, E-wrap 4. You do that all the way around. Now I suggest that you start with your purl 2, because if your peg doesn't have the exact number of if your loom doesn't have the exact number of pegs, you may come up a little short over here, and that will just make one of the chunky spots a little thinner, but it'll still have the purl in between to separate it. So that's just my suggestion. Okay, so now you do 30 rows of the chunky rib stitch. Once the 30 rows are done, you're ready to take the hat off the loom. What I'm going to do is the flat top pull string method, which what that is you just take your working yarn, wrap it around the loom 3 times, and cut. That's just to make sure that you have enough yarn to do this cast off. And how you do it is you're just going to take your hook and pull the yarn through 2 loops, then you're going to put it behind the next 2, take your yarn through the next 2 after that, put it behind the next 2. You're going to continue doing this till you get back to your first peg. Once you're back to the beginning, you're just going to keep doing that, but due to the number of pegs on this loom, this is the peg we started with. There are 2 here, but if we put the yarn through these 2 right now, then I'll have 4 together and I'll want a clump. So what we're going to do is we're going to go behind those 2, and these 2 are already done. So you're actually going to skip 4. Then you're to some that have not had yarn pulled through them yet. So you're going to do those 2, then you're going to pull behind the next 2. Then you'll do these 2, pull behind those 2. You're going to do this all the way around, and when you get back to the beginning, which we started, where did we start at? We started right here. These 2 will be your last ones, which will be the last ones right before that. Alright, once that's done, as you can see, you're back. This was your first peg you originally started with. You went all the way around 2 times, and you're back at the peg right before that. And this is, we've just got a couple feet of yarn left. But now you're just going to take everything off the loom, and then we will pull the top close and you'll be done. Now the reason I picked this particular cast off is because this cast off will leave a completely reversible cast off to it. When you do stitches that are a little chunkier, typically you'll want to do either this cast off right here, which is the flat top pull string cast off, or you'll use the decreased top cast off. Now the decreased top or decreased crown cast off is not a very, it can be reversible, but it's really not a great one to use if you're wanting a hat to be reversible. But this one you can. Alright, so here we go. Now the string's wrapped around there twice, so the top is going to want to pull tight first. So you're going to have to like kind of pull it and then open it up. It takes a moment to get all the yarn kind of wound around there. Alright, we almost got it. See, you can see a loop right here where there's, it has to get to that. You can see there it goes. Alright, almost. Okay, once you have it all, there we go. As you can see, this, the top of this isn't going to be super bulky. It's going to be a little bulkier than a decreased top would be, but the good thing is it makes the hat reversible. So whichever way you want the hat to show, I actually kind of like this hat inside out better. You know, however you want to wear it, you can. And you're going to have the flat top. It's not going to have this big knot at the top of it. Again, I'll show you what the outside of it looks like. The outside, once it's on the head and it's stretched out, you'll be able to see the ribbing a lot better. But of course, at this point, you'll just take your crochet hook, kind of weave the ends in, and cut the extra string, and then that is it. Your hat is done. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Any comments or questions, please leave in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.